Well, hot diggity daffodil, away we go. It is game 4 of the Western Conference Final. Oilers and Stars. I'm Graham Mosimann. So excited to have you here for what is going to be. We're just going to do a watch along. We had our last time here at Atlas State was a lot of fun, but after we kind of thought and talked some things here, it was like, why don't we just here anyway? Just hang out for the whole time, and it is absolutely bumpingly fun here inside Atlas Steak and Fish. Reopened inside the Grand Village, the whole up to the game as well. So something to keep in mind if you next time you potentially want this district and need somewhere to stop in. I'm so excited though. It is officially underway, so we're just gonna hang out for this whole stream and freak out collectively. We're also going to snack on camera. Extremely exciting. One of the really cool things here they have at Atlas Steak and Fish on top of tomahawk and lobster spaghettini. Oh boy, looks unreal. Is a literal tower of seafood, and we're Adam over from our wonderful folks here to bring this in. It is scale. Boy. Oh my god, it weighs so much. I told you before it was literally going to be the size of the screen, and I was not wrong. Adam, what is all in here? Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna put that. Okay, so we have Adam slightly here. I'm just gonna plug you on screen if you want to come pop over. Welcome in, my friend. Oddly enough, Adam and I have known each other for a weirdly long time. So what all do we have here? Because this is ridiculous.
Okay, so right here, we have on top, we have our lime leaf scallop. Here we have our crab louis. Let's have the little. On the bottom, we have our shrimp. We have a lemonade, caviar, lobster, oysters, our horseradish, super.
Okay, so we may have lost a little bit of audio on that one. That's okay. I will walk you through this one as we snack on it. As we get set here and readjust for this walk along. Early chance for the Oilers. Jake Ottinger being Jake Ottinger again. We're just going to snack on this as we kind of go, and then we'll film a whole little thing afterwards, right? Boy, thank you so much to Adam from Atlas Steak and Fish and the wonderful folks here with Gateway Casinos and Entertainment. I'm gonna steal my phone in a sec here and just take a bunch of photos. Ridiculous in the best way possible. Love to know in the chat how we're feeling so far here, as this one is kind of early set underway. A couple minutes in here. I'll be honest, watching a bit of the game and then also taking a look at food has been a fun process. Early icing call, not really loving the fact that Corey Perry has already been being attended to on the bench. That's nerve-wracking. Don't love that. My wonderful producer / fiance is also out on the show. Cocktail's pretty good. It's pretty great. So early response from Cocktail is very good. Early chance for the Stars is that one gets. Ugh, I know it's Stuart Skinner, and I know we love him, and he's been good lately. He gives me the anxiety every time he goes to touch the puck. Fairly regularly. Early chance here for the Stars. That one goes just wide. Ugh. Getting stressed, y'all. Early start, getting real stressed. Chance now for the Stars. A couple Stu Skinner stops, pushing that one away. Love to see it. Good early returns from Mr. Stu. Oh boy. Gonna get our socials here. Late penalty coming to the Oilers now. Ah, I hate to see that. Oh, already getting the stressies. Back wins. Klingberg's gonna get upset for this one, but gonna be really kind of hard to argue. Early ripper off the post from Matt Duchene. Man. That puck gets knocked down fully to the other end of the ice. Okay, one of the coolest things here I got to tell you about, especially about being here at Atlas Steak and Fish, is because it is so hilariously loud that we are just we can feel everything that is happening next door, literally in the arena beside us. It's only this team only having a 64% penalty kill is crazy. Absolutely crazy at this. Hey, Stars come storming back. Those chirps against Ottinger get vicious. Check here as we just update our YouTube pals to let everyone know exactly what's going on. Get everything going here. Sorry, folks. There's a lot of moving parts, and our producer is just going to town on the food. Very jealous. Okay. We are chugging along here. If you end up joining us in the chat, please do. Love to see you here and let us know any of your thoughts as we get kicking on this one. Oh, man. Thoughts in favor of Dallas here early on in? Oh, Oh, the weird zoop ins on skates always weird me out. As Evan Bouchard just starts hacking at the ankle of Rope Hintz. I kind of understand that. I really do. As we power through here. Chance here for the Oilers. Backhander on net. Oh, that one just roasts wide. I'm so I know we should be okay. Should be fine. But like Dallas is too good to totally ignore, you know? They're just a team that has a chance over and over and over again to really kind of make things difficult on. Oh, that one goes towards Flint. Again, tries to go up top, doesn't happen. Charlie now has to. It's too much. Not a fan. Can't see if the Oilers get this one back on the counterattack. That one is ripped wide. It really feels like the Stars are just doing everything possible to kind of get the Oilers in a chase, which they haven't really had to do for the most part this year, at least in the playoffs. But we're just going to power ahead here on this one. Go. Everything's felt Dallas heavy this far in. Hunted by this pile of food just in front of us. It's brutal. Jake Ottinger will jump on that one. Like we're going to go to a TV timeout? Yeah, we will. All right, so we're going to go to TV time. We're also going to take a quick break here, and we will be right back live from Atlas Steak and Fish. It's a Game 1 watch-along here on Game Over Network. And we are back. So far been all Dallas early in this one, and I am it kind of feels to be a really weird fluky goal to kind of get going here, as we will have. Yeah, that's totally a penalty. Okay, good to see Corey Perry back. Big fan of that. I think who got tossed there? Was that Klingberg? I think Klingberg might have been tossed down here. This should be going to a power play. It is truly silly in this the year of our Lord 2016 that we are working with a world where Corey Perry is someone that is contributing, baffling in the best way possible. Very, very. And power play. Right, so far, this early shot chances that could. Ugh. I feel like we're inches away from seeing Bad Boosh show up and just turn this into a messier backhand shot knocked away. And that will go end to end. I just got a note on Twitter asking why I'm wearing a Grey Cup hat and not an Oilers hat. There is a very specific reason. Hey, Kristen, if you could turn up my mic a tiny smidge. There we go. That's better. Just a little bit more. Perfect. And the Oilers have not won whenever I've worn Oilers things, but if I've worn like football things, they seem to be weirdly successful, which I've not understood why or how yet. But such as it is. Minute left here. Wyatt Johnson will take that one. I don't know if you've taken a look at Wyatt Johnson's his plus minus this series. If he is on the ice, the Oilers are almost guaranteed to score. He has been absolutely atrocious, which is very weird for a player as good as he is and as good as he has been. Big strange. Oh, there we go. And that is Leon Draisaitl. Or Nuge. Oh, yeah, go for a walk, Jamie Benn, you big weirdo. Doesn't wear a visor. That man doesn't care about his eyes. Beautiful. Outstanding. Everything goes Dallas's way 5-on-5. Pouring it on. And then in classic Leon fashion, from the Leon spot, it's impossible. You can't stop it. There's nothing you can do. It is like the Ovechkin spot, but somehow worse. Better? You're an Oilers fan. It's definitely better. Both? Producer says both. Yep. Kristen mic'd up for the next intermission. Good start. As we have 8:34 left to go in this one. 1-0 Oilers. Love to see it. Liam Bickle is such an odd player. I honestly did not know he existed until this series, and now he's here. We all need to pay attention to him. Is carrying on one of like the handful of very good Swiss players, though, so that's fun for Liam. So we are set up here live at Atlas Steak and Fish inside the Grand Villa Casino, Art of Ice District. If you're not kind of familiar with how the whole area works out, it's really kind of simple. You have like the giant, beautiful monolith that is Rogers Place, and then the kind of attached buildings around that where the Oilers have their corporate offices, and where Grand Villa exists. Inside Grand Villa, where that is where Atlas Steak and Fish is. And of course, we don't want to be throwing on a live show as Stuart snags this one. And we don't want to be throwing a live show while people are trying to like nicely enjoy their beautiful dinner. So we got sequestered away. This team goes to intermission, goes for a quick break, and so shall we. We'll be right back. Intermission? Not intermission. Commercial break. Words are hard. They're just silly little words. They all got made up anyway. Anyway, we'll be right back. All right, we're back. We're getting our photos of attractive people in the crowds, as is very important for any live sporting. That's here for the Stars. Stu right there. Oh. All righty. You go through the Saints as well. Nice to see you all the way from Vancouver. Selene, we love sports. Go sports, go! We're definitely going to adjust our camera shot, by the way, for the next period. But we wanted to get the beautiful wine wall here at Hella Steak and Fish in, so that was very important. Even for someone that is not a drinker of wine, is scared by most of them. Good little snag from Jake Ottinger. One of my favorite weird things about Stars fans and like honestly just like American sports fans in general is that like like our average level of unhinged, that's just like the standard for Oilers fans. The Stars go and push that truly obscene level for like their hardcorest of hardcore. Like there's a dude that goes to every game just dressed up as a full-sized otter, despite the fact that Dallas is like 100 degrees today. Welcome to fully unhinged weird. Somewhere Oilers hockey is somewhere between like WWE and Comic Con. It's incredible. This one gets jumped around. If you're watching along, would love to know some of your early thoughts, feelings, emotions on this one. How you feeling? How we doing? Are things okay? One less thing needed is hard to get angry about, but it is still Oilers hockey. When is it all going to get weird? Oh, chance down here. Harry gets it, throws it back and forth. Oh, that gets stopped by former San Jose Shark legend Michael Granlund. I think that's Michael Granlund. There's like 17 different Granlunds, and they're all very hard to keep. Jumps back and forth. Gotta say, there is something really fun and special about being able to like watch it all here, because you have a very very full floor of people just beyond these giant windows. That like I can't obviously show you all of them because confidentiality, but they're there and they're so loud and lovely. As it is Game Over Edmonton, our first ever watch along stream live here on Game Over from the Heart of Ice District. Oh, chance now for the Stars is going to be pretty much nothing. Man, Sam Steele was one of those guys. When he was drafted by the Anaheim Ducks, he was supposed to be so good. He was a legend with the Regina Pats, and just like never really became the guy that people thought he was going to be. He was an absolute monster. Shot there by Mason Marchment, the man with the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen in the National Hockey League. Not gonna lie to you, I've been scoping out the seafood tower for ages. This is only a 12-6 12-6 shot margin for Dallas. Miller's just barely cleared in the zone. That comes out to Heiskanen. Cross. Stewart, stay in net, buddy. That's not where you go. Your mustache doesn't have a home behind the net. It has a home in front of the net. Oh, Heiskanen is so good even when he's hurt. Like, look at that skating. Ridiculous. Flat pass. Rantanen's up there again. The fact that Mikko Rantanen has yet to score this series is truly absurd. Because he was the entirety of the Dallas Stars offense through their entire rounds before. Nice to see icing waved off. Ten seconds for the Stars. 3 minutes left. There's a lane. There's a shot. Oh, Stu gets that puck. Did not know where it was. Whenever a goalie looks behind them, it is absolutely because they have no idea where the puck is gone. Terrifying. Okay. Intermission break. We'll be right back. Hey, we're back. Welcome back to Game Over Edmonton, live from Atlas Steak and Fish inside the heart of Ice District. I'm Graham Mosimann. Shout out to the guy that's just dressed like Chris Knobloch. That's incredible. What a silly man. Goofy. Absolutely goofy. Silly. That puck gets jumped out of play. Oh, look at Jake and Darnell Nurse. Now kiss. 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 Oh, they didn't kiss. Boo. We want love. Can we talk about the fact that like Darnell Nurse also has not playoff beard? I find that nerve-wracking and unsettling. Truly unsettling. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm too stressed, y'all. I can't with this. Oh, a couple. They're good when they look like they are on a power play when they are not actively on a power play. That is upsetting. Couple minutes left here in this one. Chance here from McDavid. Oh, he's looking for that 5-hole opening. That might be Connor's sneakiest shot, eh? Like he'll been like he's gonna throw some ridiculous top shelf nut-south pass and try to score, and he'll just like bloop, try to sneak it in. He's so good. We're not worthy. Evan Bouchard still having like a not bad game. We're gonna talk more about his slash on Rope Hintz's leg a little bit later though, because my goodness. Remember how mad we got when the Flames were doing that to Leon Draisaitl? I think we might be hypocrites. Nuge has been in the NHL since Ryan Jones was an Edmonton Oiler. And it feels like he's just now starting to win faceoffs, which is really incredible. Good for you, baby Nuge. Almost that up again. Okay, so during intermission, we're gonna take like a quick pause, go for a break, get some air, and when we come back, I'm gonna eat an oyster live on this stream for the very first time. I have never eaten oysters before. I love cooked oysters. I've never had them just like in the shell, and that's what they've set up for us here at the Steak and Fish. It's ridiculous. After this one, will go end to end for the icing. Oilers starting to squeeze that shot margin a little less terrifyingly bad. But yeah, you really don't love to see that that big margin. Jumps up out again. This is like NBA basketball at this point, with how long it's taking this period to wrap up. This is getting silly. Oh man. Stars just trying to. They're really trying to make use of the fact that Stu Skinner is really good at saving like those 10 bell amazing. But then when it comes to like just the average everyday sort of save, can't do it. Those are just a wild west. Last 45 here. You really think the Stars are just gonna? If they were on like a 2-minute advantage, I'd almost wonder if you pull the goalie right now. I know that's obscene, and no NHL coach who is smart would do it, but it would be fun to see because this is it for the Stars, right? Like if they don't win this one, see out of the series, no chance they're gonna win for the rest. $15 seconds. Wow, Arvidsson really going for it. Chance on net. Oh, fired Wolf. Oh, that was close. Now we're getting punchy. Oh boy, let's get punchy. There's something with the last 10 seconds that makes people go, your face, I want to hit it. I'm going to hit it so good. Good for Jake Wallman getting into it. That's one thing when he was with Detroit, when he was with San Jose, it was never like his skating or his offensive ability that was the concern. It was always how good is he able to be defensively. And that takes a bit of spice as a player to do it. This is a nice shot. Roger almost loses it. Hintz getting in there, Arvidsson in there, Vasily Podkolzin in there. Good for pod racing. We love him. Okay, a little bit much that Dallas is getting the only penalty on that one, but like, okay, sure, fine. 0 shots though, 0. You see now, stop with 2.8 seconds left. This is it. This is the NBA. Okay. We're just about to go take our intermission break so we can get some air, go to the washroom, do all that good stuff. When we come back for the second period here on a Game Over Edmonton watch-along stream for Game 4 in this Western Conference Final Series, I am going to... And now let's take a picture. I'm going to have an oyster first time. I love seafood. It's my favorite. But I've always been scared of them because, it's an oyster. They're just little guys. So, one on stream for the first time ever. So, love for you to come back and watch this either be tremendously successful or deeply weird and uncomfortable. As we head to the intermission in the game, we will head into our intermission here on Game Over Edmonton. It's a Game 4 watch along live from the Heart of Ice District here at Atlas Steak and Fish. And we're back. Dallas Stars still on a power play. Just got this news in, though, from Emily Kaplan from ESPN. Zach Hyman will not return after taking a hit from Mason Marchment in the opening one. That absolutely sucks. But that just means we can have the WWE-esque return of our sweet boy Jeffrey Skinner coming back into the lineup, maybe. That's probably way too soon to say, but it would be very cool nonetheless. So it was dropped off at the start of the stream. Our pal Adam from Atlas Steak and Fish here in the Granville Casino. This incredible seafood tower. We have like our angle, so I don't want to change it. So once again, lift this beautiful giant pile of food. It's so heavy. And I promised there's scallops. There was a lobster topped with caviar and this like ridiculous Dijon. It has been consumed.
It was unreal.
Oh, and yeah, welcome to our producer / my fiance Kristen for joining us off camera.
Hello.
Okay, I said I was going to eat an oyster. Oh, chance for the oily boys. Oh no, Dallas got it. I said I was going to try an oyster. On stream, I have never had an oyster before.
I did say I would also have one in solidarity because I too have never had an oyster, but I am not good on camera.
We'll see how this shakes out.
Said we were supposed to use the mignonette.
That was really good. Oh. Huh. Chance for Pod Colson. This is Pod Colson Racing. Backhanded over. It's really good. Like, I didn't use them yet.
I didn't even see what you did though.
I just that's not descriptive. It's very good, and I did not honestly think I'd be an oyster person. The texture might be weird. You might have a weird time with the texture, but it is delicious. 1, 2, 3.
I didn't.
Gotta scoop it out with your.
I gotta scoop it out with a with a fork. Yeah, I can't hold a mic and do this at the same time, so I have to put my mic
Yeah,
down.
that's fine. I'll just narrate as the Oilers get through this penalty kill unscathed. Shots 18-10. God, this losing Zach Hyman is brutal. That's really tough. That is really tough.
Okay, Adam gave us tips on how to eat oysters.
Yeah, so if you're not like as familiar with oysters, there's this mignonette, which is like a butter sauce almost.
It tastes buttery. I got that much when in my first failed attempt to eat one.
Okay, give it a go. 1, 2, 3. Not what you expected, right?
Honestly, I don't know exactly what I expected.
But it wasn't that?
No.
I don't know. I liked it.
I think probably if you like oysters, these oysters will slap. Having no other basis for comparison. Sorry. But that was surprisingly delightful.
Oh, do you know who else slaps? Connor McDavid with that chance on net. Boom, segue. Yeah, so like look at these again. If you're, it is so hard to like properly quantify what that man does with his skates, because it by physics should not be okay. Stuart getting bumped by Jamie Benn keeling over
that's
like
why
he
you
was.
gotta stay in the net.
No, come on, he was fine.
Yeah,
that was
but
falling
he still
over
needs to stay in the net.
as an assassin finds Stu Skinner from the ceiling of Rogers. Oilers getting reset here. I'm going for another oyster. Where's the minion? Where's the minion?
Oh, it's over here.
Buttery, delicious.
Better with the mignonette?
I think so. Yeah.
That's also a word I just learned today.
Look at that. We're learning. Over Edmonton is live for a watch along here. Set up at Atlas Steak and Fish. You definitely swing by when you are done after the game.
And turns out mignonette is actually not butter. It is a condiment of mixed shallots, cracked pepper, and vinegar. Unsure if there's anything else in the mignonette here at Atlas
We'll check
Steak
in.
and Fish,
We'll check in at
but
some point.
it was delicious.
Big fan. All right, back to the hockey. You're definitely going to see a lot more Victor Arvidsson this period, especially with Zach Hyman being out. So we'll see how that goes. But I mean, Arvidsson's played so well. I mean, losing, he has a chance here now. Pushed into the like Thomas Harley. That's just a size mismatch too. Thomas Harley's a gigantic human being. Also happens to be very good at hockey. It's rude, honestly.
It's unreal being able to hear the crowd from the arena
It's pretty cool.
in
Pretty cool.
the restaurant.
Chance here for the Oilers. They kind of roll this one across. Oh, man. Vander Kane getting in there. A handsome villain.
Hey, that's
Chance down
my
for
line.
Leon. Oh, for Leon. Backhands it across to Kane, and that is. What is that?
What is happening? A
And
penalty.
Gonna go against Corey Perry for what, existing?
Probably.
Wait to see on this one. Can kind of call that interference, I guess. Maybe a slap. Nah, I don't know. You see a pick play like that all the time, where a player will just kind of stop. I guess he did skate into it, but that's. I don't know. I'm gonna check in the chat here. Was that really a penalty? Really? I'm not convinced. I am not convinced.
While Graham is checking the chat, I just also want to plug that the mocktail that I got was delightful.
Pretty good.
So
Pretty good.
again,
Okay.
even though we're sitting in front of a wall of wine,
We're
keeping it
we're gonna roll. Sorry, just gonna. Oh, from our pal Nathan Besler, St. Perry commits 0 crimes. You are correct. That is a correct response. Yeah, Corey Perry's never done a thing wrong in his life. He's a beautiful little guy.
What's that TikTok sound? He was the best guy around.
Take your word for it. Ooh, standing tall. Puck is loose. Dallas has a chance. Cleared out. Okay, so look, Connor McDavid didn't have the puck and got body checked. They've called that first one a interference when he kind of nudges him on the pick play, yet Connor gets body checked, and it's like whatever when he didn't have possession of the puck. Cool. Just wait. It's gonna be. Oh, you just have a feeling they're gonna score here. Yeah, Jason right there. Jason Robertson rips it. Uses his that obscenely good shot, and you can't give that player that long and not expect something to happen.
Nathan got my TikTok reference. What mud?
Appreciate you, Nathan Bessler. Yeah, you can't leave Jason Robertson alone right there for that long in the most dangerous part of the ice and not expect him to score, especially like that. I mean, Jason Robertson, he's had a rough year, and he was injured for good chunks. He was not the 40-plus goal mega scorer that we definitely saw for a little while. We talked about this on the stream last game. Did not have a ton of his skating ability, but like kind of like with Leon a couple years ago, even though he couldn't skate, he could still score like a mad person. That's That's one of those ones. So Dallas is going to come out extra spicy now. Now they're getting some scoring from people that aren't Mikko Rantanen. Tie game here. 12:41 left in the second period. As Game Over Edmonton is live from Atlas Steak and Fish inside the Heart of Ice District, inside the Grand Villa Casino. If you would be so kind, we're a small startup company, little guys here at Game Over Edmonton. Any likes, shares, subscriptions, all that good stuff goes an extremely long way helping grow the company and opportunity to partner with people here like at Atlas Steak and Fish and the Grand Villa Casino. So if you are looking for a wonderful meal out, please come check this place out. Doing stuff like that and letting us know that you have come here to check out a meal, whether it's tagging us on socials or just letting staff know. It's a big part of trying to build some connections in the business community and expand. Doing as a small company here, businesses here in Edmonton, especially restaurants, as we know so many restaurants have been through a time, fully get set after we have lived through assorted hellscapes. Chance down here for the Stars. That one goes off the post.
Are they going to get punchy again?
They're getting punchy. One-time Edmonton Oiler, Alex Petrovic, getting in on that one. Mason Marchment with his goofy visor.
Also, hello to our friends from Game Over Montreal. Thanks for joining us.
What up, Game Over Montreal? Nice to see you. Also, the voice you are hearing is my wonderful fiance slash partner slash producer for today here for Game Over Edmonton. Nice to see our Game Over Montreal pals. As we go to a bit of a commercial break. So yeah, anything you can do, likes, shares, all that stuff does a long way to help growing this company. Not just here in Edmonton, but all across Canada. As we have Game Over Edmonton, we're the only show that's still doing shows, as we're the last Canadian team left. But come next season, who knows? We'll be trying to cover every single game across this wonderful place. Andrew Berkshire has a wonderful podcast and has been doing a whole lot more stuff on the Game Over national feeds. If you want to take a look at those, especially if you're more of a kind of politically minded person and want to talk very good progressive stuff, wonderful feeds and wonderful humans to go find all along our assorted many different channels. I'm going to take a brief pause and hide the screen because I'm going to fill my mouth with more food. And eating on camera gives me anxiety. We're gonna have another oyster together. Also, would love to know if our oyster loving pals are also in the chat for this. Pretty good. Really good. Damn. I didn't think I'd be an oyster person, to be honest. It is. I'm sad we're not getting Jack and Louie here on the play-by-play. Obviously, they're the best. I know Rogers wants to have Chris Cuthbert and the kind of main team on everything, but I don't know. Would love to get your thoughts on that one. I think it's just because they are such a. They do so many Leaf games, and Leaf games are almost always national, and broadcast. And when they're playing other Canadian teams, they can't really get fired up about this. And they can't really be homers like some of our local broadcasters can. So, I don't know. It just feels like Dallas gets a lot of talking time when you got Cuthbert and Simpson, Just got another question. Why are you wearing a Grey Cup hat? Valid question. And it's all down to silly superstition because every time I've worn Oilers stuff, we have lost terribly. As chance now for Connor McDavid going for a little skate, throwing it in front, shot. Oh, baby Nuge. The Nuge has awakened officially. Aged a whole 7 years. Connor, the Nuge across Kane, beautiful. Or Corey Perry, it was the worm. If I could
Woo!
if I could do a worm, I would. Oh my god. Corey Perry rocks. Great pass by Nuge. Well, Leon getting a little butt tap from Corey Perry. From Game Over Montreal, how is the vibes for Oilers fans right now? Are we excited for the possible rematch? Oh man, that's such a good question. Like, oh, beautiful. Look at Corey Perry standing, Saint Perry standing there being beautiful. I never fully understood he's a guy you hate until he's on your team. Until we got Corey Perry. Nathan Besler asked me to do the worm coward.
We'd have to rejig the
Is
entire
this what worms
camera setup, and it would
Oh.
be really
do? I'm
difficult.
sitting down. I don't know if we're excited about the rematch. I mean, it's exciting to be in the Stanley Cup Finals for sure. Like, that's super cool. Like, Edmonton's just happier when the Oilers are winning, noticeably so. Like, chance there for that's a penalty for sure.
Yeah, truly the vibe in Edmonton when the Oilers are in the playoffs is unrivaled. There's flags on everything. People are honking for joy, anger. I don't know.
A good way to put it. Yeah, like I lived in Calgary for a couple of Flames playoff runs there, and it's so interesting because everyone very much swarms down the one area in Calgary, like their version of White Ave, 17th Avenue. Our pals from Game Over Calgary, Conrad and everyone can attest to this one. Like 17th Ave becomes a zoo, but like that's really it. Like you see some more flags, but it's not like a whole city takeover thing. Whereas when the Oilers are cooking,
It's ubiquitous in Edmonton.
yeah, it's just everywhere, and it's so cool. Honestly, I think Edmonton and Montreal are the two more similar hockey markets. I think Toronto is too emotionally destroyed as a fan base for us to have that comparison with them anymore. Now that like things have been good.
Shout out to family friend Louis, who is from Toronto, a transplant, and he just gets so sad every year.
Yeah, we don't hang out with Louis around playoffs anymore. Chance here for the Stars. Oh, if that one was close. And Mason Marchment's been all over this one. Former Florida Panther. I always forget that Mason Marchment was a Florida Panther. I don't know. We're excited about the rematch. I mean, Matthew Tkachuk is being held together with duct tape, hope, and rage at this point. Sam Reinhart's hurt. So, like, that's probably a good sign for the Oilers. Yeah, I don't know if excited's the right word. It's more like nervous. Because, but I mean, look, in the last handful of games that the Oilers and Panthers have played, the Oilers have won most of them, technically, except for the one that really mattered. I am tempted though to go back on that Amazon series and give that a rewatch just to see if just to refresh my memories. Oh, chance here for Mikko Rantanen fires Stu. This just started. When did the Skinner thumbs thing? When did we start that?
I want to say it was last.
It was more than last year. I
It
think
was
that goes
2
back to
playoff
Vegas.
runs ago. Yeah. And we came to Rogers with my siblings
Yeah,
for a watch party.
So this is like a very family nerdy silly thing we do. When Stuart Skinner's in goal, makes a big save. They do this at Rogers, where they'll play like a clip of Seymour Skinner from The Simpsons, him doing the thumbs up meme. Actually, Kristen, could you throw that in the chat? The best. So shot blocked. Chance now for the Oilers to come out the other way. Ooh, Adam Henrique punts it. Ottinger. Oh, close. That was almost a breakaway. Kind of smart for the Oilers to stop though and turn back the other way though. Like you kill off this penalty, you keep the momentum going.
Unsure if that'll work in the chat because I am not great at YouTube.
That's okay. It is all good.
But it's Principal Skinner from The Simpsons. and there's like an animated little thing that they put on the Jumbotron in Rogers Place.
And then Super Nintendo Chalmers' voice rings out, Skinner. It's very silly.
Yeah. And
It's honestly like one of the handful of things that the Oilers do that's really fun and deeply silly.
but during this watch party game, or this game watch party that we were at,
Every time Skinner made a save, we'd all go.
yeah, especially if he made a big save, they'd put this on the screen. So then my sister started throwing her thumb up.
Now we all do it
And now
because
we
we're
all
sheep.
do it. We just look at each other and we throw up a thumbs up, and it seems to be good juju for Stu.
Well, except for all those Stanley Cup finals we haven't won.
Well, yeah.
I guess it's just the one, really.
All right. We're not as consistent as we perhaps
Doing our
should be, but you
Can
know,
we also stop doing it when Stuart Skinner was terrible?
that's fine. He's so back.
So back, baby. Mustaches, let's go.
What I will say also is that they've lost every time I've deigned to wear a jersey on game day, so I've been banned from wearing jerseys on game days.
Oh, good deflection attempt there. Who was that? Frederick? I am not sure. Maybe. Yeah, real nice play there, though. So interesting. So just got saw something go across our feed. Why Mason Marchment wears that very silly visor? There's actually a reason. So different rinks have different levels of lighting, right? So the Dallas rink is lit very differently than Rogers is, and the Saddle Dome is, and different arenas. Like older buildings have older lighting setups. That's why when you watch a game in Calgary, it looks like you're watching Stampede Wrestling from way back when. Very, very clunky. But the newer rinks have such good lighting, and this is apparently a medical thing. Oh, ripper of a shot from Kasperi Kapanen. Hot diggity daffodil. Look at that.
Is this your new little catchphrase? Hot diggity daffodil?
I've said that for years. I stole it from Futurama so long ago.
It's just in. Apparently, I don't know my fiance, Graham Mosimann, because I've never heard him use that
You would
term.
lose the Newlywed Game. You're probably never going
I don't know. My sisters will probably make us play it.
to. Okay. All right. Well, welcome into our not yet conjugal bliss. Wait. Marital? No, conjugal is boning. Marital is.
I don't. Are we allowed to talk about that on the
We
stream?
probably should.
Is
We'll get
Andrew gonna
we-
fire
don't.
us?
We'll get explicit. Sorry, that was adult. That was adult content. I'm just a silly little words guy. Also, my meds are running out. Actually, here, like behind the rain.
A peek behind the curtain.
Recently been noted that I probably have ADHD. So rather than getting me an assessment, my doctor was just like, "Here's ADHD medication. Let's see if it helps." And it turns out it did. But when you have the ADHD, you forget everything. And this morning I forgot if I took my meds. And then I took them again. And then within about a half an hour, my brain got real fast. So very fast. And it's still kind of going because like my normal dosage is 40 and I took 80 this morning. And I think I'm supposed to cap out daily at 50. So we're doing great here, y'all. We're crushing it. As we are live on Game Over Edmonton here from Atlas Steak and Fish inside Grand Villa Casino.
Take your medications as instructed.
Stop. Just don't worry about it.
Disclaimer.
It is an accident. It happens to everybody.
Yes, accidents happen.
Also, may have got to my ADHD doctor's appointment and forgot the sheet that I was supposed to fill out. And her exact words were, a symptom perhaps. Oh, shout out to my doctor. God, that Jason Robertson shot was so good. Oh, angry Corey Perry. Very fair. Good for him to get that redemption, though. See, that little play where Corey Perry like kind of stops up and waits, and he doesn't actually shoot the puck when it lands on his stick. That is mega, because if you remember a handful of years ago, when the Oilers were like trying to find that replacement for one-time oily boy hero Patrick Maroon, who again somehow got like a 25-goal season, just knocking in pucks that were shot at him from Connor McDavid. That's a 3-time Stanley Cup champion Patrick Maroon too.
what a world we live in. When they were trying to find people to kind of like do that same role, one of the things that happened a lot was that players would like have this pass come to them and they'd just try to fire it as quickly as they could, and it would go wide. And props to Corey Perry, now 40 years old, for knowing that, like, no, you don't need to try to shoot that puck and miss. You just have to leave your stick there and put it so firmly on the ice and let the puck do the rest of the work. That's some 40-year-old Corey Perry wisdom. Weird sport. 5 minutes left here in this one. Oilers still have not moved up the shot margin. Still been solidly trailing, but hey, you're opportune with your chances. It does not matter. Chance here for Mikko Rantanen. He'll back up. Curl around, goes to Robertson. So this is that like top super line of Dallas that was minus Jason Robertson because he was injured, was so good early on in their playoff run. And by so good, I mean it was just Mikko Rantanen going Super Saiyan. You just start hacking each other's ankles. Yeah, Rupe Hintz, you can tell he is not skating like he should. 24 for Dallas. I'm still shocked Darnell Nurse got 2 minutes for that. Truly astonished. Pete DeBoer's thing being like, well, that's Connor McDavid. He would have been 5-minute major. Blah, 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 blah. I'm Pete DeBoer. I win game 7s. It just felt really whiny. But like at the same time, Darnell Nurse still took a two-handed chop at this man's leg. And he almost didn't play today. So is a 5-minute major warranted? Probably not. But when the refs review it and call a 5-minute major, then review it, their only options are to go no penalty, 5 minutes, or 2 minutes. And that really feels like a zone where you should be able to call like that very much felt like a 4-minute penalty, no? Although now Evan Bouchard has also been caught just hacking at Rupe Hintz's ankle.
I think it's also tricky because I always forget that they don't wear knee pads, really.
Yeah, they do.
Don't they?
No, they definitely
do?
wear knee pads.
Well, okay. Yeah, don't quote me on sports thing.
So there is like a spot like where depending on how they wear your pads, where there's
Chinks
like a
in
little
the armor, one might say.
Yeah, there's like a little bit of an opening behind the knee.
Yeah.
And like that was a trick that we got taught when I was being taught how to play hockey by Toronto Maple Leafs head coach Craig Berube's brother Adam. His name was Adam.
I don't know.
It was Craig Berube's brother because I was playing hockey in Calahoo, Alberta, famously home of Toronto Maple Leafs coach Craig Berube. And actually, the Stanley Cup came to visit like my hometown hockey rink. It's so sick when he won with the Blues. But his brother would teach us, like, yeah, as kids, we were like 11 years old, and he'd be like, "All right, wait till the ref's kind of hidden, and if you see a spot behind the knee, just hack it." Very Simpsons-esque, like Lisa Simpson screaming, "Hack the bone! Hack the bone!" But this was a man teaching children to play hockey.
That's horrifying.
They're fine. No one died. Probably.
That you know of.
Calahoo, who knows?
Oh, no.
Look.
Shout out to small town Alberta.
Very small. Calahoo meats, though, very good. Very delicious. Good butcher shop.
And they're not even paying you today.
Nah, I just like them. Got to give a shout out to our official sponsor for today's stream, though, Atlas Steak and Fish. So happy to host us here in their absolutely stunning kind of like a throne room. It feels like.
Yeah, kind of.
It feels like a throne room.
It's like a banquet hall.
We'll film a proper like welcome video as like where our broadcast location is. If we could hopefully make our way back here for the finals, if we are ever so lucky as to get there. As Corey Perry has 9 points in the playoffs.
I love the guys that show up like a barbershop quartet.
I don't know how to cut hair, though. It's real worrisome.
That's
Dallas
okay.
takes the puck over. Looks like they're going to try to get set here. Tyler Seguin loses this one. Yeah, even Miro Heiskanen is not skating to his full ability. Chance now for Neon. Leon rips that one, just goes off the pad. Back to Klingberg. Shoots. Deflected. And chance now for Seguin and Marchment. That pass knocked down. Who was that on that defensive play? Was that our sweet boy Jake Wallman?
It might have been.
Oh, here you go, Leon. Here you go. Good block. As they reset, Troy the Answer Stetcher, a muffin of a shot, ends up in the wickets of Jake Ottinger.
Muffin.
Yeah. It's like not very good. Much like muffins. Muffins are trash cupcakes. They're cupcakes without the icing.
Some muffins are.
Muffins suck. Terrible food. Doesn't suck. Oysters. Oyster chat now.
If you're having all the oysters, I'm gonna finish the shrimp.
Yeah, go have the shrimp.
The shrimp cocktail is so good, and I was even saying, I'm like, I'm not like huge on seafood, but I like seafood. This is unreal. But if we ever come back here, not to do a podcast, consider.
Anniversary's coming up. We can do it.
would consider.
Jamie Benn, Connor McDavid. Ben's here for the Stars. Heads up stick work by Darnell Nurse. I think was it Rick Kulak. No, it looks like Rick Kulak. Right to Stony Plain, Alberta. My hometown. Rick Kulak was 2 years younger than me.
Didn't you go to school
at Memorial Composite High School in Stony Plain? Yeah, 2 years younger. I was in the same grade as his older brother, who was kind of a goober, to be honest.
Still.
Puck
6
behind the
degrees
net.
separation.
Oh, come on, Nuge. Breakout here. Oh, Nuge and Cody Cece are fighting. Do you think their dogs know? Oh, that's so sad. I miss Hugo. The only Frenchie I like, Hugo Cece. Chance now for Connor McDavid. Passes it back. Corey Perry. Boston Nurse. Now Boosh. Oh, my. Just a wizard. Chance there for Corey Perry. Knocks it back. Evan Bouchard is like if Erik Karlsson was taller and couldn't skate well. I think Erik Karlsson is the best player comparable you can get for Evan Bouchard. Oh, here we go. Now they're just playing for fun. Oh, that puck's deflected out. That's too bad. They were real itching there. Bah. Yeah. Look at that play. Like, again, he's not the best skater. He's not a very fast skater. When he's on the defensive side of the puck, I don't know if his body can hinge at the waist. But you put him in the offensive zone, yeah, he turns into Erik Karlsson. What are you scoping out?
I just wasn't sure if my chat was behind or what, so I was just checking.
I think your chat's behind. That'll be an icing as we have 38 seconds left here in this one. Is it? I know this is weird, probably wrong to say as an Oilers fan. I'm kind of sad that Evan Bouchard is suddenly playing defense. Because if he had been playing like he had played against the LA Kings, we could have re-signed that man to like a 8-year contract at like $8 million because his defense was so horrific. But now that he's proven that he can actually play like that, if he continues to play like that and shows that, he can do this on a regular basis, very different story. Wallman has a chance. That puck off the pads. Podkolzin. Let's go Vasily. Potentially the best player we've ever acquired from the Vancouver Canucks. Though I can't think of any others at this time. 8 seconds left. Chance here. Back to Darnell. Whiffs it.
Oh, Darnell.
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, running out of time. Jamie Benn is not fleet of foot. He was not catching that one. All right, we're going to go for a break here on Game Over Edmonton as our first ever watch-along stream is going. I would love to continue to do this. So leave a comment in the chat. Like it if you are enjoying the show. Subscribe if you are absolutely loving it. And we will see you back here in about 15 minutes or so for the third period here on Game Over Edmonton, live from Atlas Steak and Fish inside of the Ice District. So we're just going for a break. We'll come back, do the third period, and then we're going to go into our actual normal Game Over Edmonton post-game show. You know, the thing the whole company is built on. But we'll do that after this. Oh boy, it would probably help if I actually turned my microphone all the way on. Welcome back here to Game Over Edmonton. As I was doing my typing, hitting my buttons, here on. Oh boy, that's embarrassing. Look, live shows. This is only our second live show here set up this setup, not in our home studios. We're getting everything back together. Chance here for Connor McDavid. Knocked down. Womp womp. That would have been so sick. I don't know where you're at, chat buds, but I really am starting to feel like this one is going to be a it's if the Oilers don't win, this game series is going to 7.
I think that's a fair assessment.
Yeah. Oh, hi Boo. Nice to see our pal John in the chat as well. Oh, what a save by Ottinger. What a move.
I just noticed the poker game on the side of Ottinger's helmet. Kind of fun, but it's Texas Hold'em.
Because he plays in Texas?
Precisely.
Wow.
I know some stuff about some things.
Conrad's in the chat's gonna have a laugh at this one. I've always held Mike Smith as someone having the best goaltending style in the NHL. Always has. Always been really good. I bet his Dallas Stars mask was sick. I'm pretty sure he was drafted by the Stars. If memory serves, I don't remember. Conrad, good thing the Stars aren't going to win. I don't know, man. We'll see. I have been in one of those. See, just like that, Stuart Skinner does not stay in his stupid little crease. Jumps out and goobers things, almost. Oh, man. Essa Lindell firing that one into the zone as Mason Marchment back on the ice now with Tyler Seguin. Heiskanen rips that one, goes. Leon has such a fascinating skating style. I don't know. Let us know on this one, chat. Can you tell which Oiler player is skating with it without looking at the numbers? Or is that a specific sickness I have? Because I've been watching hockey too long. Ripper of a shot from Arvidsson. That just goes wide. Oh, so close. I really like Arvidsson with Trent Frederick, though. Because, like, Frederick, not real fast. Frederick, not fast. Arvidsson, very fast. Conrad saying Smith had Garth Brooks on the side of his mask in Dallas. That's so mid. Okay, yeah, that is pretty mid. And, like, I know Garth Brooks still has a banner here at Rogers, but, like, yeah, having Garth Brooks on your mask is pretty lame.
I'm glad you were able to find something, Conrad, because I'm trying to Google with one hand.
He wasn't a Dallas Star for very long. Like, I'm pretty sure Mike Smith was a Dallas Star when Jaromir Jagr played there.
2006 to 2008, it says.
I'm pretty sure he was drafted.
Yep.
Oh, look at that. Useless knowledge.
2001 NHL entry draft. Smith was drafted by the Dallas Stars in the 5th round.
For Nathan Besler, you can tell it's Avery because he's usually lying somewhere on the ice because he fell down. Right. Avery, like Sean Avery? Nathan, who are you talking about? I need to know.
Arvidsson?
Arvidsson. Oh, yeah, Arvidsson does like to fall. I never thought of calling him RV before. Chance now. Oh, rebound. Mostly because RV sounds like Arby's, and Arby's in itself is like, whatever.
Yeah. I think your brain corrected to Avery because that's
our other host here on Game Over Edmonton.
Yeah, our usual other host.
Also, hopefully, we're going to try to see if we can bring Ash down to one of these, and we can have a big hole event, and just cluster all of us around this beautiful backdrop of wines here at Atlas Steak and Fish, live at Grand Villa Casino.
And they can perhaps also share the delightful seafood tower.
Avery, probably not. Avery,
Oh.
no, Avery's not a big shellfish guy.
Okay, fair.
Which is
Everything else on
ironic
the
'cause
menu.
He's very not selfish in it.
Everything else on the menu looks amazing though, so I don't think that's
Okay, we
a
just
lot.
want to circle back here though to Mike Smith mask talk as Jake Wallman pushes it up to Kapanen. Kapanen tipped that. Come on. Boo,
Does
stupid
Avery
ref.
RV have the meats? John Luke, are we talking about RV or Avery now?
Nathan Besler, I've heard rumors that RV has the meats.
This is a
'Cause
reference
it
to the
sounds
Arby's.
like Arby's. That is
Okay.
the
I had to think about that one.
We're smart people. We're crushing it.
Look, this is my first time, okay?
Okay, I do want to circle back to Mike Smith mask talk though. I guess it's talk as in talking, not TikTok talk. Although we can put this on TikTok. Mike Smith also had an Alice Cooper mask, which is not mid. Yeah, an Alice Cooper mask would go hard. I can't believe I'm saying this. I saw Alice Cooper perform in Dawson Creek, British Columbia, Canada, when I lived in Grand Prairie in the early 2010s.
Thank you for remembering that it's Dawson Creek, not Dawson's Creek, like
Do
the
you know
show.
how many? Okay, so you say that as a joke, but
I
like
know.
genuinely the number of. Okay, here's background as we were just kind of talking here on this Oilers stream. Oh, Rupe Chance not here for Rupe Hintz. Hack the bone. Hack the bone. Mikko Rantanen back to Robertson to Rantanen as he gets mobbed by Darnell, I think. But yeah, it's Darnell. Good work, pod racing. Nice job, buddy. I would. Do we have any? Conrad Avery has the well-cooked meats. I saw Alice for the Superior Jubilee Auditorium, the southern one.
They're the same
Conrad,
building.
literally, the art is even the same.
The artwork, the water fountains.
The only thing that's different is the sponsor wall.
They simply cloned the building.
Yeah, it's upsetting, honestly. I once
Very
went
jarring.
I once went to a show at the Northern Alberta Jube. I saw Frank Turner. Oh, chance here for the Oilers. Passes across. Knocked down the Kane, almost getting a stick on that one. Mason Marchment storming back here the other way. Mikko Rantanen has been on the ice, by the way, for a solid 7 minutes. It
Good
feels
for
like.
him. He's doing great.
Who?
I don't know. I'm just agreeing with what you're saying.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Look at baby Nuge go. Is there a line of Nuge, Janmark, and Arvidsson? Okay, Matt Duchesne calling people down all William-nilliam. I mean, you could argue that was too many men, but they'd never call it like that. Gotta say, Darnell Nurse has been unreal this series. Just incredible. Clearing attempt. That'll go end to end. Are they going to call that an icing? No, they'll stop that one. Good work. The first reasonable icing call in this entire series.
But that wasn't icing.
Exactly. The first time it was reasonable to not call it icing. Oh, there's Connie. There he goes. There he goes. Turn into a circle. Pass it across to Corey Perry. Corey Perry, Klingberg. Just a slew of former Dallas Stars right now.
Oh.
Oh, man. That'll be an icing. Yeah, a lot of former Dallas Stars were just on the ice for the Edmonton Oiley boys. Kind of Conrad, while we're going to break and go back to this Jubilee Auditorium tomfoolery, it is literally the same building. It's upsetting. But I saw Frank Turner at the Northern Alberta Jube on a Monday, then drove to Calgary with some pals and saw Chris Cornell perform there on Thursday.
Back-to-back nights at both Jubilee Auditoria? That's crazy.
Conrad, my great aunt and uncle aren't on the Northern Jube walls. Well, yeah, because that's the only thing that's different between the two buildings. Maybe your aunt and uncle should have cared about the arts in Alberta more. Conrad.
Yeah, I think this just means you might have to talk to them about also getting on the wall at
Yeah,
the Northern
sounds like
one.
they just hate the arts. Unless they're in one specific place. I will say, though, that the access to campus bar for the Southern Alberta Jube is much better than the Northern Alberta Jube.
Look,
Petco cares very much about the Alberta arts. That from Conrad.
we can't move the Butterdome at the U of A. It's just you can walk from the Jube through the Butterdome and into Sub to get to Rat. It's doable.
No one who did not go to the U of A understood those words.
There are a lot of people who did go to U of A though, so I think it'll be fine.
All right, where's our U of A folks? If you were a U of A person and knew what those words were,
Shout out U of A.
can't talk. I am a happily employed member of the Golden Bears and Pandas athletic department.
And you do a great job.
I'll appreciate you. And it's now here for Arvidsson once again. Oh, gets it to Janmark, former Dallas Star.
Come on.
Chance now. We are St. Joe's Rangers. You absolute nerd.
Yes, a dropout does count, Nathan.
From John, if you need to move the Butterdome, just heat it slightly and it will move.
Do you know how expensive it is to heat that building? It's enormous.
Yeah. Why do you think the government keeps cutting the funding at the U of A?
Ooh.
Is it for the academics or the heating? You could decide. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
A lot of deferred maintenance on that campus, so who can say?
Anyway, let's talk about hockey
Yeah,
again
we're
as the
gonna get back
Oilers
to
are up
hockey.
1 goal here as we are live on Game Over Edmonton at across from Match Eatery and Public House. But we are currently set up at the Stunning Atlas Steak and Fish as you can hear the calls of Otter, I believe, as they're just ripping on Jake Ottinger. Chance here for Neon Leon, passes across, doesn't get it. Sam Steele back on the ice now. As he'll connect with Mikhail Granlund. Granlund fires that one, a little knuckle puck.
Jean-Luc, you are either more or less fortunate than me. I only ever had to write one exam in the Butterdome during my tenure as a student.
Oh my goodness. Welcome to the Game Over University of Alberta.
Look,
Live at
There's probably a
Atlas
market
Steak
for
and
it.
Fish in the Grand Villa Casino in the heart of Ice District.
Shout out Conrad for coming to the former world's largest dodgeball game.
Back to hockey.
So sorry.
All right, what sport are we here for?
You told me to monitor the chat.
Oh,
I'm monitoring
boy.
the chat.
Troy the Answer Stetcher ripping that one wide.
I mean, to relate the U of A talk back to...
Oh, want to say thanks to our pal John for joining us.
Oh,
Farewell,
yes.
friend. Always nice to have you. We'll see you at Play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium later this summer.
Excellent,
As we are
excellent.
into the commercial break, and Conrad isn't here to cause chaos. Yeah, you are a chaos gremlin. You would certainly make the What Chaos Boys very proud, I am sure.
I mean, I feel like that's appropriate. Seeing them
Speaking of which, we should. I
Also
know
take a break?
we do know the pals over at What Chaos. We should send them a note, seeing if our good buddy. Well, many of I don't know if they're buddies or not. I like to think everyone's a friend. Every human is just a friend you haven't met yet. We're sitting, so just kind of more background. We're set up in this beautiful estate room here. I might actually just. Oh no, we have so many cables. We will do it at some point of our kind of broadcast space and film some stuff for everyone. Conrad chirping here in the chat that dogs are greater than. There's no team called the Rats, my friend. You are incorrect. The Energy City is of the cactus variety, completely different. Okay, quick group check-in. How we doing? Where's our emotions at? Let us know. If you are enjoying the show, please fire a like. If you are really, really enjoying it, we would love to have you subscribe. Every little thing helps our algorithm and definitely helps growing small independent journalism across Canada, not just here in Edmonton, but hopefully we're going to take this stream and this partnership and use it to kind of help everyone else across the Game Over family, be Vancouver, Toronto, Winnipeg, our pal, even though Conrad's being a goober here in the chat, Conrad from Game Over Calgary. Kind of, I'm so baffled by you. You want round 1, game 1 and 2 Skinner, yet we are clearly in game 4 Stuart Skinner, where he is unbelievable. You're gonna watch this. I mean, the fact that wow, what a graphic there from Sportsnet. Shots 8-1 for the Oilers in the last 11 minutes. That is wild. As the shots have now tilted over after the Stars have jumped out to what, a 12-3 lead early on in this one. Bonkers. I know the standard streaming setup is also having like a camera right here, so I can just like stare into everyone's soul. Wanted the wine wall. We wanted to make sure it was here. To kind of showcase the best that they got at Atlas Steak and Fish. I thank all the staff here as well who've been so kind and welcoming to us. We're just a bunch of little guys and doing our best in a very, very big, giant, scary media world, and other companies with much, shall we say, much more money and fancier things could have been in this place, and they trusted us, so we will do our best to make sure that they are well taken care of, and continue to have a very good partnership here as we power ahead in 8 minutes left here in this one. Dallas 1, Edmonton 2. Harley is so. There's a couple. Dallas has so many like guys, like just good hockey dudes. That here, chance for Kasperi Kapanen. What a pass to get it up to Troy, the answer, the Stetcher. Nice play. You don't see Troy Stetcher pinching in like that very often. You got to wonder if he's going to be the guy to come out of this one as Ekholm was almost good enough to go. Conrad chirping our sweet boy Darnell.
Look, Darnell is still a babe, whether or not he's got a lot of hair.
Yeah, and we lost last year, and he had a full playoff beard. So this year he's going bare to the pavement, and it must be working.
Seems like it.
Oh, what a play by Arvidsson here, though. Does Arvidsson have the meat?
Oh.
Does Arvies have the beef and shed? Oh, that's a Oilers Nation thing, I think. I will take that one back. I can't think of another single menu item at Arby's, to be honest with you.
They have delightful curly fries.
Okay, are they delightful, or are you in your head just remembering they looked cool?
I will say the last time I had Arby's as a meal was probably...
They've got enough. We've got enough.
The last time I had any food from that place with the meats was probably 6 years ago. So, yeah. I don't know. I just know they have curly fries.
Nice
and I'm a
pass
big fan of curly fries.
There's Essa Lindell fires that one into the Nico Rantanen trying to chase it down. Jumping up for it, Jason Robertson. Watch Jason Robertson, number 21 for the Stars when he gets the puck. He is not a good skater, but here, chance now for the Oilers. Pass across, shoots! Good save by Ottinger. Getting a wrist on that one.
It's hard to be mad when he makes a save because he's so good.
I wouldn't go that far. I don't go that far.
Oh, I still am mad, but
Jake Ottinger, and it's so weird that I don't know if you can find two goalies that are playing in the final four of this playoffs whose stock has gotten worse than Jake Ottinger and potentially Freddie Anderson. Although, hey, the Canes will be playing tomorrow, so we'll see. Maybe I'll see Pyotr Kochetkov, certified insane man, playing goaltender for the Carolina Hurricanes. Hurricanes are cooked, though. Shot by Sagan. He was looking 5-hole. Nice save by Stu. This is going to be going way the heck back here for longtime Oilers fans, but remember in 2009 when they first hit their horrible bottom, and the big discussion was, oh boy, is it going to be Taylor Hull or Tyler Seguin? The Oilers went Taylor Hull. The rest is history. I still contend with hindsight that the Oilers won the Taylor Hull trade. Especially because the principal piece that went back to the New Jersey Hockey Devils when they traded Taylor Hall to the Arizona Coyotes was Kevin Ball, who is now somehow holding up defense for the Calgary Flames.
The Arizona Coyotes.
That's who I was referring to.
For our What We Do in the Shadows fans out there.
Getting into the last chunk of the game here. Thank you for joining us, by the way. I know this is the first time we've done it ever. So really appreciate you coming along for the ride. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks for getting the chat a little spicy. Flames All-Star Kevin Ball. Yeah, that's because when you have someone who's not a team that's what's the polite word? Bad. Anyone can be an all-star. Also, Dustin Wolf is little and jumps are unsafe for his knees.
Jumps are unsafe for everyone's knees at some point in their lives.
Yeah, especially because he does his little hops. Adam Firebear, fun stream. Thank you, friend. Nice to have you along here. Shoot us a subscribe if you are really enjoying it. Would love to have you along in the future. Conrad's just here so you don't get fined. Ooh, is that a trip? Yeah, it was. Oh boy, Oily Boy's going on the power play.
Oh.
That is a dumb penalty by Granlund to take. That is a absolute brain goober of a moment. Also, Oilers baseball jersey?
I also saw that and I want one.
Oh.
Can we go to the Oilers store after this?
They're not.
They won't be open, but
They'll be open.
we go.
We're going to talk about this after. And that is an absolute bonehead play by Mikael Granlund. What are you doing? Your team is down by 1 against one of the best playoff power play units. Longtime subscriber. Appreciate you.
All right.
One of the absolute greatest power plays that the playoffs, nay, the NHL have ever seen. And you take a bonehead play like that. Buddy. If the Oilers score here, this could be the Stars' entire season. And Granlund's a really good penalty killer, too. Like, he is. Bush gets it across, going in behind. Oh, we'll see how she goes. Jumbling up across the boards. Oh, okay, high stick waved off. That's good. Boosh. Gets it to Nuge. Waiting. Oh, they're just waiting for the Leon slot. Look, see how they're opening up the lane right here. Going to look for a pass across if they can. Tries for the tip with Corey Perry. Unreal. Yeah, this is just chance for Leon. Wow, just going wide. That could have been it. This might be the Dallas Stars season here, folks. Boosh bomb. Leon spot. Good save.
Fair enough.
Well, it's so funny because Leon has done that so many times. Like, did we all see that same moment where he was just like looking for the top shelf corner, like finding the spot here? I think that puck must have got deflected because that was going on net. Anthony, what are we paying you again? I don't remember.
Probably photos of our dogs, honestly.
That's a good point. Oh, the Oilers are that is a absolutely brilliant move by Chris Knobloch. You have all the momentum, a chance to seal this game up and almost put the series away, and you take your time out there so you can just leave the number 1 power play unit off. That is I would argue that is probably more of a veteran move than you would traditionally see from someone who is first year and a half of being a head coach.
Nathan confirms in love and photos of our dogs. Shout out to Millie and Opal.
His mask has an otter riding a bull.
Okay,
That's cool as hell.
excellent.
That's so rad.
I know he's on the opposing team, but that's
It's
excellent.
pretty dope. It's pretty good. I do hate these Dallas Stars jerseys with a passion, though.
Oh my
That's
god,
stupid.
the cute little fat-cheeked baby behind their bench, though. The little headphones. Ugh. Anyway, that's my observation of the crowd. You're welcome.
Okay, look at that, though. Like, disclosure, we can feel the building moving here as we are literally beside Rogers. Oh, good clear by the Stars, though, as this one will head to the other end. And what do? We're going to tee up a Connor McDavid zoop around. Look at him go, speedy boy. He's been doing the same play for 10 years, and you still can't stop it.
Won't stop.
Good clear. Oh, this timeout looks like it really helped Dallas. They're looking a little sharper. Sam Steele pushed off across the boards. Nuge will curl it around. Got one more chance here. No, that'll wrap it up. Oilers will throw out their checking units. We're probably going to see some combo of like Frederick, Arvidsson, and Kane here. Oh, no, we got Henrique on. And Henrique, Arvidsson, and Kane. Okay. Don't hate that
fair.
line. I don't hate that line. You got Evander Kane just to demo roll through people. Got
Yeah.
the skill from Henrique and Arvidsson. I don't hate that line at all, but I'd still prefer Evander to be up with higher in the lineup, but that's just me.
He is a handsome, handsome villain. So,
Boy, Rupe Hintz, Jason Robertson. Yeah, smart. This is a trend we've
oh,
seen
empty net.
in the NHL the last couple of years, and it's I'm one more TV timeout before down the stretch we go, in the great words of Jackery Michaels. And yeah, it looks like we're gonna go to the intermission. Oh boy. So as we are set up here, Game Over Edmonton, live from Atlas Steak and Pizza inside the Grand Steak and Fish. Excuse me, I may have mixed
That's a
that.
different place.
It's a different spot. A lot of great places across Alberta named Atlas, but we are here at Atlas Steak and Fish inside the Grand Villa Casino in the heart of Ice District. So whether you are going to get yourself set up and come to the Oilers watch party, I think there might still be a handful of tickets left for that one. This is come check out. You can get a real good meal, because like I know stadium food, it like doesn't feel as good. You stop here for dinner ahead of time, and you will be mighty happily you did. Or swing by after the game and just grab a bite to eat, enjoy the vibes. Tell them Game Over. You heard about it. The Atlas Steak and Fish being reopened thanks to us pals here on Game Over Edmonton. Stuff like that goes an extremely long way, because we just want to do our little part to help show people that this place is open. Because unfortunately, it opened up when this whole ice district really kind of started to kick off, and then COVID happens. Not to bring up the sads, but like it so many good restaurants ended up closing down for a while, and some didn't reopen. And so we're really excited that another restaurant for very high-end dining is open back up, and we would love for you to come check them out. And as well, again, we ate it all with this very heavy and wonderful seafood tower. Oh my God. It
was unreal.
very
like-
much check it out. Or they do a prime rib special as well on Saturdays. That is Anna. I'm just all about a good prime rib. Another question about the hat, which again, you know what? I appreciate. Look, I'm just like a guy. I'm not a fancy broadcasty boy. I just like saying words, and I'm just a dude. But if I wear Oilers stuff, and this game is over. Is that Kasperi Kapanen? Yes, indeed. Let's go, Kasperi.
Let's go.
Baby, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, don't you miss him? Game Over Toronto. Don't you miss Kasperi? The answer, Kapanen. Came over in the Phil Kessel. Oh, that's a sad Stars fan.
Not the sad close up on a Stars fan.
Conrad giving a nice little boo in the chat. You will not get a boo from us, my
We love
friend.
a
You will
good-
just get cheers of joy. That is waiver claim pickup. Kasperi Kapanen.
We love a good cut to the moss pit also, with everyone's got their blankets and their hard hats and everything out there.
Good for Cap.
Oh, good.
That, yeah, barring something incredible, that really feels like it's dagger for the Stars, doesn't it?
Yeah. But I don't know. 2 minutes left.
Stars don't shine so brightly here, Dallas. As the Oilers push to get this one sealed up again, and net once again empty. I hope you bet the over in this one, because if the Oilers score one more, I believe the over will hit. I guess the Stars could score here too, and you would still hit the over. I'm not really sure how the over works. It just sounds cool.
That's a betting thing, right?
It is, yeah, it is. It's a betting thing.
That's one of
Stewart
those things that I-
Stewart,
Oh.
who has? Oh no, he stopped. That's probably for the best. Stuart Skinner has scored a goalie goal in his career. It did occur many moons ago when he was a starting goaltender for the Lethbridge Hurricanes. I was working in Lethbridge at the time. It was very cool. Did not have a mustache.
Would love to see him do it again.
Yeah, I don't know if there's ever been a playoff goalie goal. Hey, chat, has there been a playoff goalie goal? Do we know? Someone can Google this, please. As we start to wrap up our stream here for the watch-along portion of Game Over Edmonton, here live at Atlas Steak and Fish. My name is Graham Mosimann. Thank you so much for joining us. Adam, yeah, the Stars are probably toasted here. I'm going to guess they're out of it. Oh, can we talk about this little addition to Rogers Place, though? These lights on the stanchions? Oh, that's fun. We love that. We are going to turn this stream off, and we are going to fire up the proper post-game show that we always do and love here on the Game Over Network. So we're going to take a quick break because I need to rest my lungs. Okay, quick bio break, and then we'll be back here with a proper Game Over Edmonton. We just had a note come in asking, where is Avery? Avery's off in Toronto, and he will be back for the game on Thursday, so we'll have a two-person show. Oilers score again.
Woo!
Hope you bet the over. Who was that? Adam Henrique. Rico.
I will say, NHL News says, in all, 17 NHL goalies have been credited with a total of 20 goals, 18 in a regular season, 2 in the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Conrad pointed out here, Ron Hextall was one
Yeah.
of the last person to score, which makes sense. Hextall had a handful of goalie goals over his career. Oh, I have been very lucky. I've never seen a goalie goal in person. I have seen, however, the magic goal horn, and that was hockey nirvana.
Hockey Vana?
Have you ever seen a magic goal horn?
No.
Do you know what the magic goal horn is?
I think you've explained it to me and I've simply forgotten.
Oh, it rocks so hard. So if like a goal goes in during the course of play and then they have to blow the whistle because it went in and no one noticed, that is the magic goal. Oh, shot there by an NHL 25 create a player. I don't know who number 10 is. I'm sorry.
Credit to Dallas that they are still like going hard at it, even though they're down 3. This is always kind of a
As
bummer.
We Want the Cup rings out for the first time
Yes.
here at Rogers Place for this season. Love to see that. Oh, outstanding. As the Edmonton Oilers will take this one by a final score of 4-1. They are having stranglehold on this series.
Let's go!
Heck yeah. All you can ask for now is a continued wonderful performance as cheers ring out across
The casino.
the here at Granville Casino. The folks in Match are having a good time. We can hear the folks in Atlas, Steak and Fish, where we are set up having a great time. That'll do it for this watch along here on Game Over Edmonton. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to take a really quick break, and then we're going to pop up with a brand new stream and do the same things we always do and have an absolute killer post-game. Should we even pause the stream?
You do need a bio break, so we can pause
I
the stream
do.
and
You know
just
what?
come back.
We're just gonna run the intro graphic, and yeah, we'll be right back. We're just gonna run the intro graphic, and we're gonna go for bio break. We'll be back here on Game Over Edmonton. Edmonton leads the Western Conference Final by a score of 3-1.
Playing
Stuart
La
Skinner
Bamba.
with a 9. Oh, I'm gonna do some quick here math. A 960-ish save percentage. We'll be back with Game Over Edmonton next here on the Game Over Network. Stay with us. Welcome to Game Over Edmonton. Thanks to our pal Austin for sending us some pals over. Nice to see the chat already cooking. Nice to see you pals in here. Thank you for the raid from Austin Hockey. My goodness, we love you all so very much. A absolutely dominating third period by the Edmonton Oilers to crush this one. Austin Hockey, we love him very deeply here on Game Over Edmonton. And we have him on our shows sometimes. He's hosted a couple of them. And he's a great bud, and we love him. And we hope you subscribe to his show as well if you haven't already. And if you've come over here from his, so wonderful to have you as your Edmonton Oilers go in 3-1 stranglehold on the series. Once you're done playing La Bamba and Pink Pony Club, you might as well play Ted Nugent's Stranglehold, but not for too long, because Ted Nugent's a garbage man, and we don't want to give him too much money. My name's Graham Mosimann. Would love to hear what your thoughts are. Throw it up in the chat as we're going. Early thoughts here. We have a from Bubsy. What a third period. Speedy recovery for Hyman. Yeah, that's going to be a really big story here. Is Zach Hyman okay? Is he everything fine? How is that going to go? Because losing Zach Hyman would be absolutely devastating, to be totally honest, for this team. We want the cup. We want the cup. Zach Wood, hell yeah, we do, buddy. We absolutely want the cup. As we are live here from Atlas Steak and Fish inside the beautiful Grand Villa Casino. So they were set up in like their kind of private room up here, right? Just over here behind this wine wall, there are literally thousands of people streaming in with joy from the game, and it has been unfriggin' real to see. From Umi, we want the cup. I gotta check, buds. Is that the first time we've heard a "we want the cup" in the building so far? I think that's the first time this year.
I think so.
It should be. Man, so cool. Chatty McChatface losing Hyman would suck, but we still have a Jeff Skinner lurking in the player pool, and it would be an absolute bummer if Zach Hyman was out. But like, that's such a good point from Chatty McChatface that we do have a Jeff Skinner around, and that man is going to show up like a crazed person. He will do anything you ask him to do if he gets to play his second ever playoff game in the Stanley Cup Finals. Kinchin Kyle here from Austin Hockey. Appreciate you, friend. Nice to see you. Thanks for heading us over here. Bubsy B would love to see Skinner back, and from Umi, Skinner does deserve ice time. He really does. Like, I know Skinner's had like a brutal year, but we absolutely forget the fact that he has been a 30-goal scorer for huge chunks of his career. Yes, he kicked Chris Knobloch's dog in the face and body at some point, and he has now been cast off of this lineup, but like, he's got to be coming back soon. This depth is unreal. You are hearing a voice just who is not on camera. That is our wonderful producer here, who also happens to be my fiance, Kristen. So say hi to Kristen for keeping an eye on things and keeping us on the air as we are live from Atlas Steak and Fish inside the Grand Villa Casino. It would genuinely mean so much, y'all. If you're planning a nice dinner, come here, say you heard about it on Game Over Edmonton, and it'll go a very, very long way to like helping us do cooler things as we keep going. I want to get some thoughts here on Stuart Skinner, because oh my goodness, he has been unreal in this time since he's come back. I mean, it was a meme, that stat that we had, that Stuart Skinner was either an 836 or a shutout goaltender, and that is no longer accurate, which is so nice to see. As Stuart has kind of locked in and kind of turned into the guy that a lot of us like kind of remember from last playoffs when he was so unbelievable. Stuart Skinner, and this is like probably now going to be a dated reference because I'm an old. Stuart Skinner looks like Chris Osgood, not in terms of like how they played, but in how effective they are in the playoffs. Talking of introverts, Stu is a 970 plus or 850. There is no in between. Very, very true. Graham Vandervesh feels like Stu is just in the zone. He really is. Bubsy, facts are just the Oilers the better team. They kind of are. And I didn't think we'd be saying that when you have a goalie with the pedigree of Jake Ottinger, when you have the best defenseman on the Stars, who in theory should outclass every Oilers defenseman in Miro Heiskanen, but that hasn't happened. They just showed it here, a little boot that Evan Bouchard had to keep the puck in. Bouch has been ridiculous on the defensive side of the puck here. Zach, with both Hyman and Brown out, Ekholm has to come back. Man, I really wonder about that. Do you have to rush Ekholm back when you have now 3 chances to put this series away? If there's even a doubt that Ekholm like could use another game, give him another game, because we have another day where it's either a shutout or a 1-goal let in from the Oilers so far. Umi feeling like we're not better than last year. That's so hard. I think the things that made the Oilers better last year, you had, man, Broberg was awesome when he came in. You had Dylan Holloway, who was really, really good. But I think you were missing a lot of speed. And that is something that this Oilers bottom six has of the 2025 version that the 2024 version did not. Game over Toronto, and Maple Leafs fans can crack on us for like being deeply in love of deeply in in fact making fun of us for being deeply in love with Kasperi Kapanen, but Kapanen's speed's been huge. And when Arvidsson's been on the ice, his speed has been mega. We might have to see a Jeff Skinner in if Zach Hyman's hurt. And Jeff Skinner's maybe not fast, he's quick, and his edge work is unreal. So who knows, man? The Chad face, don't put Gatacombe in until it's do or die. He's 100%, or he's 100%, whichever comes first. I'm with you on that one. Like I really, really am. Talking of introvert, I feel we're the same with the Fancers feel better than last year. So that's the issue. Talking of introvert, I want you to break that down a little bit more, because I'm not sure I kind of see it in the same way. Mostly because I think Carolina is kind of a paper tiger. I don't know how good the Carolina Hurricanes really are. And yeah, they put up a 3-0 win. I'm assuming that series is going to be over tomorrow. But like, man, we'll see how it all shakes out. Thank you so much for joining us here on Game Over Edmonton. We are live from Grand Villa Casino. Specifically, we're inside Atlas Steak and Fish. If you're enjoying the show, give us a like. If you really like the show, please subscribe so we can come do more live events and live hosting things here. The floor of the casino is jumping. People are stoked. I am astonished this is a Tuesday night in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, because, oh boy, it feels like a Sunday. From Kishan Kylie, I think the Oilers' depth has been shown more this year. Yeah, I think you're really right on that one. Like we had a chunk of games from the end of the Vegas series up until the kind of midpoint of this series where Connor and Leon weren't scoring a ton. They didn't have a lot of goals or points, but they were sucking up so much of the attention from the key defense, from Pietrangelo, from White Cloud, from Heiskanen. And then when we've had our depth there to kind of perform, you don't have to ask Connor and Leon to be these gods every time they go out on the ice to put in a bajillion goals because no one else is pulling their weight. You don't see that this time, which is so rad to see. Yeah, man, we are so stoked to be here. Come check out Atlas Steak and Fish if you have a chance. From Talking of Introvert, yeah, that makes sense. They're just facing weaker opponents than last year, and we have similar. You know what? That is super valid, because if the Panthers kind of go in and just have trounced the Hurricanes without Sam Reinhart and with the ghost of Matthew Tkachuk, whose body has been held together with duct tape rage and what's the scent that Matthew Tkachuk would wear? What's a bad scent? Like a men's
Matthew
perfume that
Tkachuk?
we all hate.
Like an axe? I don't know.
Like a really bad. Yeah, you know what? He has had them all. I could see Matthew Tkachuk being an axe boy. I could see it happening. Or wearing way too much Dr. Squatch. Absolutely could see it as a thing. So when they're able to roll over Carolina, who again I don't think is that good this year, yeah, maybe their path has been too easy, and this is going to be the first real let's go. Although I will say I thought that series against the Leafs could have gone either way. And if I think the Leafs had beat the Panthers, we would be talking about an impending Oilers-Leafs final, which would have made Gary Bettman's head explode.
That would have been unreal.
It was so much fun, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's all good. We'll find. Dallas and the Panthers are dirty. They really are. The Panthers are maybe one of the most particularly constructed teams to just be like, yeah, we're just going to do murders and just be monsters and it'll be fine because they can't call everything. So, yeah, it'll definitely be something to look out for. But Dallas is looking uncharacteristically weak this time around. I mean, I wonder if in a way that Dallas just isn't built to play the Oilers in a way. That's this series. I mean, last year, correct me if I'm wrong, did we not win that series in 5 games? I'm fairly certain we beat the Stars in 5. And now we're going to have a chance here for the kind of they call it a gentleman's sweep, but really, the Oilers shouldn't have lost game 1, so we can just call it a regular sweep if we're, knock on wood, so lucky to get there.
On this really nice wood table at Atlas Steak and
It's
Fish.
really pretty, y'all. It's really pretty. Oh, man, I just showed a replay of that Jason Robertson goal. That dude's so sick. They Mr. Doom was 6 games, I think. Yeah, I think you might be right. It was no, because it was the Kings that was in 5. Vancouver was in 7. I gotta rewatch the Amazon series to light up the old brain. Dallas is the new Kings for round 3. You know who they are, and I get what you mean with the Kings scenario. They kind of feel like the San Jose Sharks of the 2010s, where you had all this incredible talent, all these amazing players with, now old man Tyler Seguin and Jamie Benn being the kind of heralds of this team, and then this new younger core with Jason Robertson and Heiskanen and Rupe Hintz. There's a lot of comparisons I think you could make to that era of the San Jose Sharks when you had Brent Burns and Patrick Marleau and Jumbo Joe, Devin Setaguchi for a little while, Martin Havlat a little further on from there. Budsy B, Robertson pregame they needed to get the first goal and they didn't. Oh man, I don't. Did you but see Jason Robertson's interview the other day? Where I think it was just after last game, it was like, hey, did you know that was your first goal in the playoffs? And he was just genuinely shocked and surprised to know he had scored. It was very charming. I deeply like Jason Robertson, even though I hope he will not keep going. Josh Fedor, what's going on? Nice to see you, buddy. Welcome. Can't forget Chris Turk. Chris Turk, I feel like I'm missing something here. My brain is missing something. We'll cycle back and get back to that as we are here on Game Over Edmonton, live from Atlas Steak and Fish inside the Grand Villa Casino. Thanks to all of our buds that have joined us from Austin Hockey's stream. If you have any thoughts, feelings, questions, emotions, stuff you want to get through, throw it in the chat right now. What is the score going to be of the Oilers Stars game coming up on Thursday? What will the score be? Let us know what you think in the chat. Want to give some love here to some of the other kind of folks that are kind of working and entertaining here. Once the Oilers games are done, Match Eatery has this really sick DJ. We've talked to him a couple times. He's just a really nice, lovely dude, and he likes playing good music to like bring people happiness and joy. And he's really rad. So if you're coming out of a game and want a place to grab a bite to eat, pop in here, get some food at Atlas Steak and Fish, get a drink out at Match Eatery and Public House, and check out their music and vibes as they have had a bunch of pre-game giveaways going all along before the game got underway, and then as we piffle powered ahead. Chris Turk, just go. I am, after all those shout-outs. Look, we're getting through everything. We're getting through it. Zach Wood, the enigma of Stu Skinner is slowly. Chris Turk from Scrubs. Oh man, maybe Chris Turk that just got locked up. We'll see how it goes. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm also to kind of go behind the curtain here. I got ADHD real bad, and I accidentally took my medication twice this morning because I took it once and then couldn't remember if I took it again. So I did, and then turns out I had 80 milligrams of Vyvanse, which is double what I normally get, and now I'm feeling it start to weight off, and my brain is slowly melting. So we're gonna get through this stream as best as we possibly can. Dr. Doom. Zach, so I am super sharp, but also starting to fade. It is a fun combo. Mr. Doom, we're looking for a 4-2 Oilers win. That would be a lot of fun. You just, man, you get the sense that Stu just wants one more shutout just for funsies, doesn't he? And the team really wants to pull together and kind of do that for him. And I mean, who knows? We'll see. In the chat, see if we can bump back up. Hang on, I think we're back. Oh man, so there we go. We are back. I think we're back. Kristen, are we back? Beautiful.
I think so.
Oh boy, yeah. Sorry about that, y'all. So this is one of the things we kind of discovered is when there's a big event. Are we back?
It seems like it.
Okay.
There we
Beautiful.
go. Yeah. Mission Kylie says we're back. Thank you.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. So one of the things that we found here with not just like the Wi-Fi, because we are so close to Rogers Place, plus we have all the phones out here, the signals can get a little bit weird when we have so much happening. So parts of the thing we're getting through, but happy to have it all sorted out. Kristen, can we check in the chat, see how things are going?
Yeah, we've got Game 5. hope we see the Oilers win in the series in a shutout 4-0, but I'm thinking maybe 4-2, like Mr. Doom said.
Yeah, I think Mr. Doom might be right on this one.
Yeah, well, because it's 3-1 already. So, is it not?
Yeah, but that's the series, not the score.
Oh,
We're
the
talking
series.
we're talking
Yes,
scores.
of course. Yep, scores. Look, my first time on the air.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, let's finish this in 5 because the Panthers are definitely finishing Carolina at the moment. Probably.
Yeah. What are you feeling on that Carolina series? Like, because once Carolina kind of rolled through Washington, I started to go, man, maybe Washington actually kind of sucks, and maybe they're not that good. And then Carolina's looking a lot like, ooh, maybe they're not actually that good either. Which, weird to say, but yeah, I don't know. They're just so boring. Also, I don't really have an interest in watching the Carolina Hurricanes play anymore. Very over it. Interesting. We're I'll be honest, folks, we've been broadcasting the entire evening. We did a full live watch along, so we are probably going to wrap this one up here a little quick in the next little bit. Would love to get your final thoughts here in the chat on what you thought of this game. What have you need to see from the Oilers going forward? Joshua, does Jeff Stauber ever come on a show? No, but like I'm actually not entirely certain who that is. To be honest, I'll be honest, y'all. This is embarrassing. I worked in like terrestrial radio for 14 years. Like I was a FM radio show host, and literally only in this year I've been like, oh geez, FM radio is not really life supporting. So like I've pivoted over to the digital space, and let me tell you, like the audiences are totally different. You know that really well. So like I'm kind of a newcomer here, and figuring out the space as we go. So appreciate all y'all's. We are. We have a bunch of announcements are coming in that are very loud. Oh. I don't know if you can pick that up on the mic, but yeah, people at the whole bar are going absolutely bonkered. So very silly. Very, very silly.
Mr. Doom making a great point in the chat that we should not let off the gas, especially with Hyman being out.
Very good point.
Zach Hyman does bring a lot, so
yeah, we should. Zach Hyman being out for who knows how long is absolutely is tough, and he did bring so much into this series, and the fact that he's on a contract for like $5 million, whatever it is, just the silliest. Yeah, we'll see how it all works out, y'all. This has been really fun. Thank you so much here for joining us. I know a lot of shows like to go for like 40 minutes or an hour and super long. We don't want to do that to you. Thank you so much for joining here. I really, really appreciate it. As we kind of wrap up here, Zach Woods, perfect time to strike the Panthers. I think it's safe to say we're getting our rematch. We'll see how it goes. And the Panthers are battered and broken. Yeah, Matthew Tkachuk is in rough shape. Sam Reinhart, who knows if he's going to play again. They have injuries up and down that lineup. We'll see. Jeez. I don't want to say it's going to happen because I've been an Oilers fan for too long and I know this pain. But man, it feels so cool to be on the cusp of another Stanley Cup final. That'll do it for this show here. Game Over Edmonton, live from Atlas Steak and Fish inside Match Eatery and Public House. My name is Graham Mosimann. Thank you so much to everyone that joined us from Austin Hockey's feed. Thank you to our my wonderful fiance and producer and life partner, Kristen, who helped us out here all night. Thanks to Adam over at the service manager here at Atlas Steak and Fish for getting us an incredible giant pile of food. Hang on. I want to show you this one more time. This was a full tower of seafood that we powered through. If you come swing by here for food, you should give it a go.
so good.
Tried oysters for the first time, and oysters are pretty unreal. But everything else here is very much worth your time and energy. We'll see you next time on Game Over Edmonton. We'll be right back here at Atlas Steak and Fish, live on the Game Over Network.
Good night.
Talk soon, buds.